Hello, friends. It's been a bit since Hearthstone, but here's a pack opening video. And
yeah, we do that sometimes.
New expansion, the Boomsday project. It's pretty cool, and the reason I'm on my craft screen, before we get to the pack opening, which it's a small pack opening, I just got 60.
Evan really wants to show off his Elise the Trailblazer.
Right?
Yeah.
Or how about Leroy Jenkins?
Oh, yeah. No one has that.
Anyway, so this new expansion is pretty cool. There's some new mechanics, but the reason I'm starting here is because there is a card that is quite remarkable, because I think for the first time in Hearthstone's history, Blizzard's actually putting forth a really good new player measure.
You're being very careful with your language there.
Well, yeah.
So what does Whizbang do?
Yeah, so I think this expansion is notable because it's the best time for new players to start, because they have this guy, Whizbang the Wonderful. And biggest problem for Hearthstone for new players is
your deck is fucking garbage.
You don't have anything, and you just need some good cards to be good in this game. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. So, typically, new players get their stuff and they can craft a legendary. And this is the guy you want to craft because, hey, look, you get decks with this guy.
Are you saying you get enough stuff to craft a legendary right off the bat, or you just open packs you obtain naturally until you have enough to...
Yeah, because when you first start out, you tend to get a lot of free perks. Like, they throw a lot of gold at you and a little dust. And
I see.
You can usually, without encountering too much bullcrap, get enough to craft a legendary.
I see.
You know. Anyway, so this guy right here is an actual honest-to-goodness new player initiative that is kind of pretty good. So, as you can see, you start the game with one of Whizbang's decks. Now, putting this in any deck will change that deck into, let me go back here.
Into one of Whizbang's decks?
Yeah, but Whizbang's decks are... Okay, oh no, I have to go to new deck. And you love Paladin.
I do.
So, putting Whizbang in any deck will change your deck into one of the pre-prescribed deck recipes.
Oh, okay.
So, the way deck recipes work is there's one that's classic, because classic never rotates.
Right.
So they give you one that you can use for forever, and two ones that are in the standard rotation.
And do you get to pick?
No, Whizbang doesn't give you the classic.
Oh,
but
okay.
If you just put Whizbang into a Paladin deck, when you start a game, your deck will transform into one of the two standard recipe decks.
I see.
So, let's say, which one looks cool to you, Alex?
Kangor, I guess.
So this is, mechs are back in this expansion. So if you just put Whizbang in your deck, when you start the game, this is now your deck.
Oh.
And as you can see, if you were just building this deck, you'd need 4 legendaries for the recipe.
Right.
But a new player can just put Whizbang in their deck, and now they're playing with a pretty competent deck
and
right off the bat.
So you'd say they're playing with power.
Yeah. So look at that. You like Paladin, you make Whizbang, like you've got the chance to play with a 4 legendary deck that's got a decent curve, or with Greymane, let's see what we got. You've got, Tyrion, Tyrum, and...
Gee, it sure is convenient that Tyrion is required for the deck recipes.
Yeah, right? So, if it was me, right, I like Priest and Warlock, but let's look at Priest. So, if I put Whizbang in my deck, when I start the game, I'd either get Awesome Augmentation, which lets me play with cool crap like Ysera, Xeric, Lyra. Oh, and you get a Dragon Soul. Or Quest for Immortality here, which again... Oh, this one only has... Oh, you get 3 Legos. Never mind. So anyway, point is... This is really great because this is the first time I've ever seen a measure be extended to new players to get them over the I kind of suck when I'm starting out hump.
Yeah, Hearthstone has a really shitty new player experience.
It really does.
It's amazing that anybody even plays.
And that's why, in my opinion, this expansion is probably, just one of the better ones that has happened.
Okay.
Because new players can actually get into the game. Hearthstone desperately needs
Anyway, now let's do the thing people care
new
about.
player influx. So, as I open packs, when I hit on new mechanics, I'll just, tell them.
And I'll provide color commentary.
Yeah. So in the Boomsday project, mechs are kind of back as an archetype. They were originally in Goblins vs. Gnomes, and
the Dinomatic.
they were horrendously broke. But we didn't have a standard format back then.
Right.
Anyway, mechs are back, and here's the new mechanic: is magnetic. So this is kind of the hot keyword of the expansion. Magnetic has to do with mechs specifically.
Uh-huh.
And a mech with magnetic, it's a minion, obviously, so you can just play it as a minion. But if you play it positionally directly to the left of another mech that's already on the field, instead of being played as a minion, it will be played as a buff on that mech that's already in play.
Do they just get, the stats?
They get
the
the
new minion,
stats
or?
and all card text.
Well, I mean, do they get the stats added, or is it replaced?
Added.
Or, oh, okay.
So it's a buff. They're minions that can be played as buffs if you're going for mech tribal.
So if you played that Steel Rager, and then you put the Venomizer next to it,
Yes.
then he would get the 2/2 and also poisonous?
Yes.
Does he get magnetic?
No, but every mech on the field is a candidate. With having the mech tag means you're a candidate for magnetic.
But I mean, you can't fuse. Well, I guess
No,
magnetic.
you can keep shoving magnetic guys onto him.
That's what I was asking.
Yes, it's continuous. So
you can build Voltron.
you can build Voltron. The Steel Rager is not a guy you want to do it on because 1 health is a really crap base. But for instance, you play your Steel Rager on 4, and then let's say on 5 you play your Venomizer because this is what we opened. He gets 2/2 and poisonous, but he can still attack that turn because you had him last turn.
Right.
So not only is it a buff for the guy, which can obviously be used defensively because it's adding health, but every minion with magnetic is also can also double up as more direct damage if you want to go face.
That's pretty cool.
So it's a really neat mechanic because it represents a sort of offensive or defensive flexible play depending on your needs.
Right.
Obviously that guy with poisonous is for the situations where you have a shit minion, they have a great one.
Yeah.
But then you're like, haha, jackass.
Yeah. Man, it sure sucks you spent 8 turns summoning that high level legendary.
Right.
Sucks to be you.
So I quite like magnetic because it's really fun just in a card game in general.
Skater bot.
Yeah.
He's just a skater bot. She said, "See you later, bot."
It's really fun in a card game in general to kind of plop down a big fat minion. But a lot of times it's usually inefficient to do that and people don't like to.
Oh, Glowtron's cool looking, design-wise.
This is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, three health for 1.
1 mana 1/3 is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Or a 1 mana +1/+3 is really good.
I mean, that's how I was thinking of it.
This guy's just good.
Yeah.
3 health means he's good to build on.
Right.
Because you can start building your Voltron on turn 1 with something that won't go down.
Right.
Or, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
these Goblin Bombs are a thing. A lot of cards summon Goblin Bombs, which are 0/2 mechs that explode. And Omega is sort of... It's not a keyword, but it's a new tribe.
Oh.
There's one for each class. Every class has an Omega something. And they all have an effect where...
If you have 10 mana crystals...
If you play it on turn 10, it's amazing. It doesn't cost 10. But this is also really good because it's flexible. It's good on 3, it's good on 10.
But you're only getting the effect on 10.
You're only getting the effect on 10, yeah. Alright, keeping it moving. Let's see if we can find some cool cards. I'm guaranteed a legendary in the first 10. This is actually a pretty good secret.
Oh, wow. Galvanizer is really good. And he's so happy looking.
Yeah, he is. This guy will enable bullcrap. He will. He just will.
Oh, totally.
Reducing cost is always OP. Okay, nothing.
What if it adds a negative reduced cost?
So Goblin Bomb is also a standalone card.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that other card that summons Goblin Bombs.
The idea being that he's also a really good mech to build up with magnetic.
Because if they destroy him, then at least they take damage.
Yeah. You know, you play him, they don't want to destroy him, but 2 health is a really good starting base. And for aggressive decks, it's fantastic.
Right. Oh, there's that nice 1/1 mech buffer right there.
Yeah. It's not magnetic, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And
maybe a 1/1 buff is pretty good, especially when it's attached to, a 1-cost minion.
Yeah.
You could use that to buff, and then put poison on him, next turn, and make him kill something big.
So War Gear here is the kind of this is the bog standard, bread and butter, par for the course magnetic mech.
Right.
This is the one they showed off when they were doing sort of preview videos of the mechanic.
Right.
Because it's strong on its own, but also 5/5 coming out of nowhere and suddenly hitting you in the face is also hard to adapt to.
Why does that priest card make it sound like it's a detriment? Because that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, your Death Rattle minions are cheaper, and also they're just going to trigger on the turn.
Yeah. It basically turns your Death Rattle minions into 1 or 2 cost spells.
Yeah,
that just do their thing.
That can be amazing with some minions.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you probably don't want your loot hoarder dying,
right?
The turn you play. Actually, I mean this is going to come out on turn 5.
Well,
so at that point, just having like a 1 cost card draw is
actually it's a 0 cost. Loot hoarder's 2.
Yeah, it's
so on turn 5 you can play this and just cycle your low cost Death Rattles.
That's fucking amazing.
Or if you play, if you're playing Wild, right? Sylvanas costs 6, and Sylvanas comes out after this. You just get it. It's pretty good. Death Rattle Priest is... I mean, the Quest Priest sort of needed some help, I think. So I'm glad to see cards like that. We've got... a Rush. This guy's pretty good. He's like a removal that gives you a little more removal.
Wow, that framebot looks really good.
Yep.
Fucking 5 health for 2?
Yeah. I think it's probably objectively only slightly worse than the Glowbot for Paladin, but this is neutral. And missing your turn 1 isn't usually the end of the world.
No, it's not.
And 5 health is hard to deal with.
Paladins normally don't start doing shit until turn 2 anyway.
Yeah,
that's how much you need to cast in your minion spell.
Yeah.
And Topsy-Turvy is going to be like the start of so much bullshit.
Yeah, right.
And they give it to fucking Priest, which is already the shenanigans class, so...
But yeah,
that's fun.
Upgrade, as the name implies, upgradable framebot is the frame on which you start piling your magnetic effects on.
Right.
There is I think it's warrior-specific. I think that class-specific mechs are unfortunately... I don't know why they did...
Oh, there's your Lego.
There's my Lego. Class-specific mechs are unfortunately only for...
Oh, there's another Omega.
Ooh. 10 mana crystals, spell as lifesteal. Not bad.
Oh, wow. That gives you... So that's 8 mana worth of lifesteal you can do.
And a board wipe will essentially heal you to full.
That's pretty cool.
So before I'll keep you in suspense. I don't know why they did this, but class-specific mechs are, I think, only for warrior, hunter, and paladin. Everyone else has to deal with neutral.
That's weird.
I want to say.
Because warriors and paladins are the ones who, lore-wise, would be making the mechs.
Oh, and this expansion introduces legendary spells.
I was gonna say that's not a legendary.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
It's a Boomzooka.
So the Boomzooka, it basically summons a bunch of damage, and you put it in a Death Rattle deck, so it'll act like a board wipe plus value.
I don't see how
spell.
strapping a giant beast to a rocket improves the rocket in any way.
It reminds me of a thing I did in D&D that the DM had to ban because it was too OP. I could craft simple grenades, but I was also a spellcaster, so I would use summon monster, summon a griffin or some monster that could fly and was large, tie all the grenades to it,
Fucking Eternium Rover looks like bullshit.
and tell it to kamikaze something.
Why is that a thing?
Whenever this minion takes damage, it's that other one, that armor. There's an armor that costs 2 for a 1/4 that does the exact. Oh no, that other one is when any minion takes a damage, you gain 1.
But you can just keep sticking upgrade minions or magnet minions on him to like heal his health essentially.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
just have all of the armor.
pro tip: low cost, high health mechs are where you start your Voltron, and I believe that Warrior has the magnetic mech that has the text, "This guy can't be targeted by spells or hero powers."
Jesus.
So, if you can magnetize that onto an Eternium Rover, you're pretty golden.
Yeah.
Draw a card for your deck that costs 5. Death Rattle, draw Death Rattle. That's for quest. That looks like a Death Rattle-y Death Rattle. What else we got here? Oh, I missed it. Got my Framebot, got my Eureka. Eureka's for Combo Shaman. If such a thing exists, I don't know.
I don't think it does.
There's one legendary I'm hoping for, and it's not Whizbang.
You're not gonna get it.
Let's see. Each player equips a 2/3. Huh.
But I mean, you're gonna have more armor
Right.
because you're the warrior.
And warriors do better with weapons.
Yeah.
And armor. Death Rattle, add a random mech to your hand. That's pretty value.
I mean, for 2, yeah, that's not bad.
If you've got a bunch of... aggro deck's got it on that, right?
Yeah.
You spread your wide board, and then the turn before they play the board wipe, you get all your value.
From the circus.
Oh, the Annoyo module! Do you remember Annoyatron?
Yeah.
Well, now, he's a big Annoyatron, but you can also just magnetize the annoyingness onto something else.
I was going to say, why is he a module? And that's why, because you stick him on things. Huh.
So that's the thing. Glowtron could get out of hand by turn 4.
Wow, deal 5 damage and gain 5 armor? Oh, to your hero.
Yes.
So you're converting health into armor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like... Well, I guess if you're playing like Priest, then you can make up the health.
Priest can heal the health.
Yeah.
Warrior benefits from the armor.
Yeah.
Druids have a spellstone that benefits from gaining armor. It's a...
Okay, yeah. It makes more sense now that I think about it.
And there are plenty of Battlecry minions that restore health, but almost none that give you armor. Taunt and Lifesteal. 2/6. Decent.
I mean, they have to keep smashing against your taunt, and then you get healed.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Boop, 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 boop. Oop. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so please magnetize me, is what's going on here. And Death Rattle, trigger the random friendly. Oh yeah, apparently druids are doing things with trees.
Oh, so treants are a thing.
Treants are a tribe, yeah.
Okay.
This is not bad. I mean, on 5 it's the worst. But on 6, if you stick the Annoyo module onto it,
oh yeah,
it's pretty legitimate. Let's see. Nothing.
the Explodinator.
Yeah, 2 goblins.
I wonder what he does.
This guy's fun. He can add himself to your hand.
Oh,
so
you can chain them.
Sometimes it chains if you're insanely lucky.
That's cool.
I like the bomb toss. You toss the bomb and it deals 2 damage from bonking them, and then it's lying there, so you can make it explode.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, thematic.
theme attic. It's the attic where you store the themes.
Alright, I've got too many frame bots.
Oh, the replicating menace.
Okay, so it's magnetic, and then it makes the guy summon 3 mechs.
Does it count as having died when you magnetize it to something?
No, but remember the guy you magnetize onto gets all card text.
Right, but I just...
No, you don't get them right away.
Yeah.
When
That's what I was asking.
When your Lego bot dies, you'll get the microbots.
I mean, that's another detriment to not kill the person.
Exactly.
Or it adds another incentive to not kill the thing, the Voltron you're building up.
Right. Because, yeah, the weakness of magnetic is, you've put all your cards into... If I have Shadow Word Death,
right,
I just won for 5 to you, and you and you lost,
And I lost my blood pressure.
Yeah. Give the leftmost minion in your hand 2/2. That's interesting.
Huh.
So 1 mana 2/2 buff is great. And it's probably easy to play around this positioning just by playing cards.
Yeah.
So I like it. This is a Neurotron on crack.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And I've seen the card animation. She says hello, hello. And the 2 Neurotrons do their hello, hello. So it's Stealth Divine Shield for 2 meh.
I mean, that's going to ensure they're going to stick around for a couple of turns.
Yeah, I mean...
So that's neat.
I got an Epic. Summon 2 random 2-cost minions. Oh, okay, so you can... Oh.
Wait, it's improved by spell damage?
Yeah, so... Normally if you have a spell that says deal 2 damage, and you have spell damage plus 2, it deals 4.
So what changes when you have plus spell damage?
The number.
Ah.
So if you have spell damage plus 2, you'll summon 2 4-cost.
That's cool.
So any amount of spell damage, even a +1, makes this card pretty worth.
Yeah.
3-cost minions, yeah, you can get some decent stuff.
Yeah, 4 3-costs for 4 is... Or 2 3-costs for 4 is a really good deal already.
Yeah, and I mean, spell damage mage I don't think has been a thing, but people like to run Malagos as a win condition.
Yeah.
And spell damage plus 5 would bust that. So, neat. Keep going.
Why does Dibbling Imp cost 3 when it should cost 2?
Magnetic. Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
That's quite cool.
And if you just keep slapping stuff on... Oh, well, it's all other characters.
Yeah.
But if you're building a Voltron, then you're not going to have many things in the field anyway.
But hey, guess what? If you're playing Hunter, and you magnetized to make the guy poisonous... then this destroys all other minions every turn. And is huge.
Yes.
So that's hard. Like, you best have a single target removal, or you're kind of done. Epic. Oh.
Hey, he didn't say it. He's going to say epic.
Oh, it's this guy. Why is that an epic? There must be armor synergy in this thing that I don't know about.
Well, I mean, maybe they're thinking that, like, now is the time to be, like, a smidge more conservative about gaining armor.
I suppose. And
especially when it's an all-class card.
And it is a 1-mana 1/3.
Yeah.
Which is prime stats for your 1-drop.
Yeah, that's a really well-statted 1-cost.
Actually, yeah, you're right. So you're getting maximum stats for your 1-drop, and you're converting part of your health into better health.
Yeah.
So I guess it's meh. Yeah, I can see it.
Especially if you're one of the classes that can just heal up the damage anyway.
Or makes use of armor, yeah. It's quite... Okay.
Because turn 3, Priest can do that to be only down, 2 health?
Actually, you know what, you're right, because historically, Priest had second worst hero power because it was the only one that you can't use on 2 to get any benefit. But hey, now you've got a 1/2 that includes your hero power.
There you go.
Discover a copy of a minion in your opponent's deck. That could be trolly. I like it.
Yeah.
The Whirly Glider. You get a bomb.
More goblin bomb.
Yeah.
The Dendrologist.
If you discover... Oh, you control a tree and discover... So Druid has the 1 mana spell that summons 2 treants. So that's pretty much your best 1/2. Because discovering a spell... That just says a spell. So I think you can cross-class there. So that could be neat. They have a Toxologist next to them.
Yeah. That curriculum must be poison.
Oh, look at that! That's a neat. That's a neaty. That's a neat one.
Yeah, that's like a 5. That's like 3 for 5 is really good.
Okay, so
5 for 3. I keep inverting the numbers for some reason.
So the frame bot on 2 has 5 health.
Right.
Then on 3,
now he's 10.
You're gonna have a 2/10 taunt. So, yeah, that's pretty much your anti-aggro until they blow their single target.
Oh, why is the Stegatron damaged?
Deal 6 damage to it. Oh, look at that. Okay, 6 for 5/6 taunt.
Okay.
And then you're meant to use it like the injured Blade Master. Neat.
Mecharoo? He summons a
Joey bot, yeah.
I love it.
Let's see. Oh, Battlecry gains stealth. Oh, so it's just a stealth guy. Oh, it's a stealth mech.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So this is another... If they blew up your first Voltron, this is... Try it again.
Yeah.
Like, start over.
That's Vehicle Voltron.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Which isn't remotely as good.
Test subject. Oh, okay. Which any spells you cast to your hand?
Oh, it's like that.
It's the Paladin Murloc.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
It's a Death Rattle minion, and Priest has some pretty good buffs.
Oh well, and they have that that Experimenter guy, who'll just make him die at the end of the turn.
Oh, that's right. So you can play him for 1.
Yeah.
Play a bunch of...
Do shit to him.
Yeah, okay. If you're holding spell that costs 5... Okay. Nothing good.
Toxicologist.
Extra arms. I like extra arms.
Yeah. More okay.
Yeah.
So you play it and it replaces itself with another card.
With more arms, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So that's the thing.
Oh, look, there's +2 spell damage for the mage.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So yeah, this is... Mechs... I mean, Priest can do a combination of buffs and magnetic, since magnetic is basically a buff anyway.
Right.
So it's a... Framebot is just damn good stats.
Yeah, that's just a very good bargain.
He's just a good card for buffing or magnetizing or whatever you want to do.
The all-class mechs seem to be pretty good, like, on the whole. Which is cool, because that means that everybody can partake in the mech fun.
I think they had to make them really good, since they, for no reason, gave class-specific mechs to only 3 of 9 classes. Your next spell this turn has... Oh, well, that's for the... You can play this, and then your 4-cost spell summons 2 4-drops.
Yeah.
That's the Circus of Value. I like that one. Lego! Football. We got...
Millhouse.
Golden... Priest!
Huh.
It's a card I actually want to play. So...
Oh, okay. So you can cast spells in it, and it's just it's if you have ever cast any spells in it, right?
Yeah.
It's not that turn.
No, yeah, it's not. So you play him.
Yeah.
If it lives next turn, or on 7, you'd probably just play this in a Power Word Shield.
Right.
Then if they kill it,
you get it back.
You'll get it back. But that one won't have spells cast on it. You have to recast spells.
That's but I mean, as long as you ration your spells, you have like a semi-immortal minion.
Yeah, and
so that's pretty cool.
That's quite neat. And hey, Priest is a class I like to play. Thank you, game.
You're welcome, Evan.
Now, if I can get a Warlock card, I'll be set for my 2 favorite classes. Okay, that's for the thing. And an Annoyo module. I love him. Look how happy he is. Draw a card, copy it if you play
and there's
it.
more element support for Shaman.
Yeah. This is probably for Big Druid or something. Yeah. Either Big Druid or like aggro as fuck Druid. Because... Alright. 1 damage to a minion, and the minion's next to it for 1 isn't the worst. Death Rattle, blah blah blah.
I like that Shrink Ray as a paladin card.
Yeah.
I think that's referencing the fact that lots of paladins used engineering back in the old days of WoW.
Yeah. So, this is a pseudo board wipe. Unless they're playing aggro, then it's a skip your turn.
I mean, if you follow it up with the missile launcher thing, then you've cleared the board.
Yeah, okay.
Granted, that's like an 11 cost like combo, so...
Right.
But it also is like it is like having another humility, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah, 5 is just a little pricey.
Right. I mean, it's a comeback card. You know, if you lose your board presence, then you play that.
Okay, so here's like if you coin this on 4 and then this
actually
on 5.
that would also help stop enemy Voltrons.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a good. If you just can't deal with their
when they summon Lotron,
right,
then you just shrink it and then step on it.
Spider Bomb, Magnetic, Death Rattle, Destroy. That's not that bad. That's a good effect.
No, not at all. Yeah.
And I got another Omega Mind.
You've only gotten those 2 Omega cards so far.
Yeah, I want some more.
Draw more. Draw 27 more. The bulldozer has a bull head on the front.
Ah! Oh, the scoops are his horns!
Dude,
that's amazing!
That power word replicate combined with that legendary...
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. But this is cool too because let's see, 5/5 copy of it. So I mean, obvious applications are played on like a loot hoarder.
Yeah,
and it's great.
But I mean that legendary is like 6/6 to begin with. So
yeah,
I mean making a 5/5 isn't bad at all, especially when he's going to come back to life if you cast another spell on him.
Actually, I wonder if the copy knows that a spell has been cast upon it.
I think it would. I think the copy would just be a brand new instance.
I'd assume, but yeah, that'd be too dumb.
Yeah,
they wouldn't do it. I hope.
Also, Bulldozer is like a really good late game, like Voltron. If you need to
start your Voltron again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know how successful.
Oh, look, another Omega.
Ooh, discover a mech if you have 10 rounds. Oh,
keep all 3 cards. Oh, you discover a mech.
Yeah.
Wow, discover a mech for 1 is really fucking good all by itself.
So 1 mana, get a card is great.
It's just a mech.
Yeah.
There's no cost. It's just any fucking... It can be anything.
Yeah, and then on turn 10, it's a 1 mana, draw 3.
That thing's ridiculous.
That's pretty legit. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't know how successful magnetizing Voltron will be, what with single target removals becoming god levels of efficient now, but I mean against that type of thing, but it'll be fun as hell to do.
It's a cool option to have if nothing else.
It is. And you know, if you know they've got a like if you're playing a priest and he hasn't played Shadow or Death yet, don't play it as a as an additional minion. Don't magnetize.
It kind of reminds me of how, like in an Infinity War, you know, you committed a creature to offense or defense.
Yeah.
So you could like redistribute, you know, your total like attacking power essentially, you know, as you needed it. So Voltron is kind of similar.
Second Omega Assembly. Augmented Elic. Whenever you shuffle a card into a deck, shuffle in an extra copy.
Oh.
Okay, so you got to come up with a combo.
I mean, there's a few of these that are like, you know, put another thing in your deck. So
Golden Milch Muncher.
Milch Muncher.
I'm getting a lot of cards that are gold that I'm going to immediately get rid of, except for the legendary.
But collection, Evan.
Yeah. The only way to get all gold cards is to spend money, and I've never spent money. All gold cards get immediately dusted unless they're legendary.
What about that time they had like the really good bundle that came with the legendary? You bought that shit.
I did bought that shit.
There you go. You spent money.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I've never spent money that maxed.
It's a pet peeve of mine because in Brave Exvius for the longest time there was a thing where people would be like, "Hey, so I'm having trouble with this thing, free to play by the way," and like people would just always be clarifying their free to play status, and then like once the insanely good like $1 bundle happened, then you started getting like levels of free to play. Like, yeah, I'm like 90% free to play.
Yeah,
I'm 99% free to play. I'm like, well, I'm a dolphin. And like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's just a weird pet peeve. Anyway,
this removal seems really good, but risky as hell.
give me your energy.
Yeah. Dealing 4 damage to yourself is a lot. That's basically a kill yourself card if you're fighting against aggro. Hey, let go.
Ego.
Loose Specimen. Deals 6 damage. Oh, so you get really high stats. You get above stat line.
Yeah, but he hurts your dudes.
So you want to play him alone.
Yeah.
Okay, neat.
Actually, yeah, other friendly minions.
Yeah. And
the
Solarium. Draw 3 cards at the end of your turn, discard that. Huh. So the legendary spell is Quest Warlock support.
That's pretty neat.
This...
I mean, that's going to that speeds up your deck a lot for 1.
Yeah, that's quite good. And you discard them at the end of the turn, so you can just play them.
As I was going to say, that, it's good, like, either way.
And,
potentially.
Okay. Well, I'll stick it in my quest lock.
Yeah.
Neat. Alright, I still didn't get the one I wanted.
I mean, you've gotten, what, like 3 legendaries in 42 cards? That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, one of them was the guaranteed.
That Mauler doesn't look very good.
Can only attack if you cast a spell. Wow. Okay, yeah.
That's kind of bad.
You don't want to build on it either.
No.
Because it's...
If it had magnetic, maybe?
No, but then the guy could
actually
he would gain the restriction.
Yeah, there's better stuff with that stat line.
Yeah,
like even for all classes.
2 for a 2/4, so it's got to be a spell heavy mage aggro.
But why?
Yeah,
the upgradable frame is like 1 attack less and doesn't have to worry about the spells.
This is quite good. 3/2/2. You pay 1 more for your stat line, but you take a guy with you.
There you go.
Not bad. Summon 2. Oh, he's carrying the bombs. Okay. We're almost done.
You get no more Legos forever.
I know how much.
I went through myself and I took all of the other ones.
Okay. Oh, this is combo Ruerific.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Do you pick or is it random?
No, it's going to be random, but you can...
Because that would be kind of amazing if it was pick 1.
You can build your deck, like in a low minion count kind of combo deck.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty... The possibilities are there.
Oh, yeah.
And if I get the card that I'm hoping for, I'll show you one such one. If not, I'm just going to like craft it after this. Because I really want to play with it. Nothing. So yeah, after the packs, since I'm not going to pack what I want, I will craft a legendary and then...
Why are you so defeatist, Evan?
Show you guys something cool. Hey, well, there's my second one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll figure out a combo paladin. I guess.
Why not indeed?
Okay, nothing.
Hey, right
new.
on, shooting star.
Got a lot of them Meccano eggs.
More Glotrons.
Yeah, a lot of them. That's my third Christology.
Oh yeah.
The study of crystals specifically.
I think that's what you need to know to be able to build a Crystarium.
Ah, yeah, okay. Oh. Whoa!
Wow, 2 golds
The
and
double
1 gold.
golden.
Yeah. The Blight Nozzler Crawler.
So, that's
Oh
pretty
wow.
So-
That's like fuck me, fuck you.
Death Rattle, kill a guy. Death Rattle, kill a guy of your choice is real good.
Yeah.
4 for 2/4 is no good, but magnetize, if you want.
Well, that's just setting up the hurt for the next turn.
Yeah.
So that's
If they've got a slow turn and you play this,
I'd buy that for $1.
yeah, then it makes it hard for them to choose.
I mean, giving people difficult decisions to make is always a good thing.
Okay, that's my second Omega Medic.
Isn't it your third?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it's your third.
So yeah, big heal for Priest is...
And you're like 90th skater butt.
Yeah. Big heal for Control... big heal for Control Priest is pretty essential, so that's... Yeah, Control Priest 3-drop. Pretty good. Dyn-O-Matic? Oh. This is kind of neat, but everyone's going to be playing mechs.
Yeah.
So... Meh.
Yeah.
If they... As soon as they play one thing that isn't a mech, it's fucking dead, though.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't also play, them non-mechs.
I mean, you can hold out for that one legendary non-mech.
Yeah.
Like the Tyrion or whatever. Like the staple, older set legendary.
Then again, a lot of people are going to be crafting...
Meteorologist looks like fun.
Wait. Oh,
That
for each
one,
card in your hand. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, if we get some new players, they're going to be crafting Whizbang so that warrior mech can kill them. Because they'll have plenty of non-mechs.
That's true.
If the deck recipe doesn't give them the mech one. 50% chance for them to be playing non-mechs. Okay, yeah, the whelp summons the mommy.
I mean, that's not terrible. If you combine it with that priest, creature,
Yeah.
whatever, then you essentially summon a 7/7 for 6.
Holomancer.
I thought it was Halomancer for a second. Someone who does magic with Halo.
Oh, okay, so you play this, and then they have to remove it before they do other things.
Ah.
So it's a way to make them burn a couple of mana to deal with it.
Yeah, it's nifty.
I've gotten so many of those Nether Soul busters, and I hate them. Oh,
Wow.
let go! Okay.
I've got the
2/2
syrup.
for each. So you gotta shuffle copies of this bitch.
Right.
Boom. Oh, I got the neutral legendary.
Oh.
He's like the ultimate magnetic
Wow.
motherfucker.
That he forms the head.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. He's a good start or a good add-on.
Yeah, that's just have all the abilities for Voltron.
Yeah. It's like Alakir Mech Edition.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. What did we see any good mechs on 4? Oh, there's that 4-cost neutral mech. That's a starter because he gets stealth.
Oh, yeah.
So him on 4, and then this on 5 means you get a 7/6 Divine Shield Taunt Rush Lifesteal.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
So you take their hits while making fun of them and stealing their life, and also you get to play Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, right. So okay, it looks like we're gonna have to craft the one I want, which I will do.
Oh, poor you.
Which I will do.
Also, you have 3 Omega assemblies.
Yeah, I do.
It's probably one of the better Omegas from what I've seen.
I really want the Warlock one. The Warlock is a 5 mana 4/5, and the Omega effect is summon 2 copies of me.
Oh, okay.
So 5 mana, 12, 15 worth of stats.
Yeah.
Decent. And it costs 5, so you can play 2 of them on
Quite
turn.
decent.
And just, that could be... Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey.
So, this can just be a win condition.
Why does the Warlock summon what appears to be a rogue card? Should it be a demon or something?
Well, those ghosties are kind of possessing it.
That she's got a knife and a bigger knife.
So, this, I think, is my favorite Omega because...
And she's clearly a ninja.
Because this is essentially a budget, legitimate win condition.
Yeah.
And this game sorely, sorely needs more of those.
Yeah.
You know, on turn 10, you can just make your win con be 6, 4, 5, bitch. You know, hope you have Flame Strike or with spell damage +1. Let's see. Alright. Another annoying module. And lastly.
All Legos.
Yeah, like the 5 Lego pack. Oh, epic and 2 rares. Decent.
Epic.
Golden epic. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. That's nifty.
Okay,
I mean, that's really good for Voltroning.
I was gonna say I don't like the cost. Because, like, I don't know, 6 mana, all minions 2/2. But then I realized it's not a spell.
Yeah.
So...
You get a body attached to that.
6 mana body, huge buff. Decent.
I mean, if you have multiples in your hand, then you play the newly buffed one on the next turn.
Right.
And then all your lions in your hand, get even bigger for Voltron.
Okay, so we'll round out the video by me crafting the actual card I want to play. This is great fun, and I don't know how successful it's going to be because it seems really hard to pull off. But hang on. First, this is always there's no mark all as seen button, so I have to like.
You can search by new.
Yeah, you can search by new.
I did not.
And that's the only way to clear all of this.
Yeah, that sounds annoying. That looks annoying.
Blue.
That is annoying.
Blue.
I progressed through the whole thing really quickly.
Yeah. Derp. But see, it goes pretty fast if you search by new.
Yeah.
Just takes like 30 seconds.
Except you have 40 you need to clear.
Oh, shit.
In the neutrals. What makes a man turn neutral, Kif?
There's Moziliacs. Oh, that was it. Okay.
I love how that quote makes it sound like you're going to say something like deep.
So what we want to do is type mecha and then hit crafting to make Mechathune.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Cthulhu is back. They had the technology. They rebuilt him.
Why would you take Cthulhu and make him a robot?
So check out this effect.
If you have no cards in your deck hand...
Yeah.
So you have to make him the last thing you play.
He has to be the last thing and then has to die. And when he dies, you die. They die. Look at this. Your software will fail. Your users will abandon you. You are already obsolete.
Oh, God.
So, I'm making this.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't get the ability off, he's still, like, a really good, like, turn 10 Voltron, like, material.
Damn, Mechathune. Okay.
That was ominous as fuck.
So, here's the one I want to try right off the bat, right? I saw this on freaking Reddit somewhere, and I want to try it. I'm not going to build the deck, but I'm just going to show the combo.
So you're stealing somebody else's idea.
Yeah, I am. Alright.
You sickened me.
So check it out. You have Mechathune. And this is the standalone combo, too. You have Mechathune, you have, okay, cost.
Galvanized.
Freaking, okay, let's make one.
I'm so happy.
2 of these. right? And then,
Oh, okay. Well, now he's an 8-cost Mecha.
yeah, now he's 8. So, I mean, you have to draw him.
I know, but still.
But yeah, it's a combo deck. And we need... No. We need Blood Blossom. I'm going to make one of these, because I'm going to be trying this out.
So this is the Warlock deck?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have...
Yeah.
Should have intuited that from when you said Warlock, when you clicked on Warlock.
So you have... Warlock's got a lot of draw. It's in the hero power.
Why is Blood Witch adorable?
Yeah, right? Oh, no, don't put her in. I wanted to look at her. Yeah, she's cute.
She seduced you.
But look at her apple with the worries.
Yeah, it's fucking cute.
Like a sloppy Joe for vampires.
Ah.
So you've got this, and then what rounds this out is we put in... can I just do Cataclysm? Boom.
Ah.
So...
Okay.
You deck yourself.
Right.
And then assuming you have at least 5 health left, on turn 9, you can play 2 of these.
Right.
He costs 8. Then on turn 10, you can play Mecha'thun for 8, Blood Bloom for 2, then spend 4 health to discard your entire hand and destroy Mecha'thun, winning the game. This is the first deck I'm going to try to make work.
I mean, if you summoned Mecha'thun for 8, I kind of feel like you won the game.
Right. But,
you're just taking a victory lap at that point.
Yeah, no, so I'm going to make a Warlock deck with a lot of draw, get myself decked, and then that's it. Because...
I mean, people are certainly going to deck you when they see you do that.
Because the big problem, the most limiting thing about Mecha'thun is your hand has to be empty thing.
Right.
Because decking yourself out happens a lot. Having no guys on the board happens a lot.
Right.
But if you typically draw a lot of cards, which you do when you're decking yourself, you can't just willy-nilly, you can't just hand drop. Mm-hmm. But Cataclysm lets you hand drop. And kills Mecha'thun to boot. So it's a thing. This is what I want to do. Anyway.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
That was our pack opening for the Boomsday expansion. If you're new, it's a great time to join. Go craft Whistlerbang or whatever the hell his name is. And you can kind of just jump right in and actually have fun as a new player. So anyway, and if you're freaking old... try this. It looks fun as hell.
I mean, Mecha'thun just looks good in general.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the pack opening, and we'll see you in the next thing we do.
Yep. See you next time.
Later.